I want to talk about how to lose your mind. I'm going to try to do this in under 2 minutes. When I talk about the mind, I'm talking about all the mental noise upstairs, the voice in the head that never shuts up, the mental movie that keeps replaying the past with alternate endings because we can't handle what really happened, or possible futures that we desperately hope will. Now, the problem with the mind is that when we bring effort to the picture, the exact opposite seems to happen. So if you must relax, you get more nervous. If you must sleep, you're up all night. Now, this should have been the first clue that you are not your mind. If you were your mind, none of these problems would exist. Imagine the most obnoxious neighbor possible moves in next to you. You do something simple like ask them to turn the music down, and they'll actually turn it up louder. In fact, anything that annoys you, they seem to find the meaning in their life by doing it. Welcome to the mind. The mind is a neighbor that no one wants living next to them, and no one can seem to find the way to get rid of them. Well, the problem really isn't the neighbor. The problem is that you think you are this neighbor. You think you have control over this neighbor. And the reason you think this is because when the stakes are low, you actually do. At least it appears so. Imagine if I do something really simple like count to 10 in my head. Actually, you can pull this off pretty easily. It's only when things get more serious and more intense and when we really use effort, that's when the oppositional nature comes into play. So how do you lose your mind? You lose your mind in the realization that you can't. This neighbor is here for good, and there's nothing you're going to do to get rid of them. When you realize that, you stop fighting them. When you stop fighting the mind, that opens up attentional resources that you didn't have before. I remember when this realization first happened to me, and I had suddenly become aware of this background music in nature that was going on all the time. I just wasn't listening. I was too busy fighting with this neighbor